Hey everybody out there, this is the Ultimate Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta bringing you guys another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. Now, this video is going to be a little bit different from my other ones. There's no summons, no events, nothing of that sort. I am basically solely going to be talking about this message that Dokkan Battle sent to all of their players regarding something important for players in Belgium. So, I'm first going to be reading it, and then I'll be just saying my thoughts on it, all that. Now, I know a lot of people are probably well aware of this situation already, but for some of you that may not be, stick around and then you can hear some of my comments and, my things on how I see this. So, we're going to start here. It says, Dear players, earlier this year, the Belgian Gaming Commission issued a report stating that certain forms of quote-unquote loot boxes will be considered as a form of gambling. While we do not share the views of the Belgian Gaming Commission on this point, we have decided to take steps to comply with their interpretation of Belgian gaming laws. Starting today, players in Belgium are no longer entitled and will be unable to purchase Dragon Stones, summon tickets, or any item pack that contains those items. Belgian players will still, however, be able to use the summon feature using Dragonstone that is earned through gameplay or that is given out as part of in-game events. We understand that this will have an impact on the enjoyment of our players in Belgium, but we feel that we have no choice but to make these changes so that our fans can continue to play Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. We apologize for the inconvenience if there is any change in the situation or an update to the Belgian Gaming Commission's interpretations. We will let you know. We hope you enjoy playing Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. So, there's the message. So basically what this is saying is the Belgian Gaming Commission has classified buying Dragon Stones, summon tickets, basically buying summons, as a form of gambling. Now, to be perfectly truthfully honest, I don't think they're entirely wrong on it. They're somewhat right, somewhat wrong. But, yeah, this definitely is going to have a major impact on the players. And the reason being because, first of all, well, if you know Dokkan Battle, you've been playing it for a while, you know that being free to play is great and all, but for getting new units and all that, being free to play is a big hindrance because once you finish quest mode, once you finish story mode, Dokkan events, boss rushes, special missions, special events, all that jazz, you're out of free stones. You're pretty much out of free stones. The only free stones that you'll be able to get are login bonus ones, and there's login bonus ones. When they put new story events, you finish those up, and then when they do distribution Dragon Stones, that's literally it. It's literally it. So honestly, that's one of the reasons I'm not happy about this, because this is really going to make people... I don't know if this is going to make people not want to play the game anymore. I don't think it'll go to that extreme, but this is definitely going to be like, when they see new banners, they're like, oh, well, I'd love to buy stones. I'd love to buy maybe 25, 50 stones, buy multi, see if I can get lucky, but no, the Gaming Commission won't allow us, so I can't do it anymore. And another reason why I don't like this is because when you buy Dragon Stones, or when you make in-app purchases in any game that you're playing, you are supporting the company because they're gaining money from that. Now, even if you ended up, let's say, buying Dragon Stones, you got garbage, the point is that the fact that you paid is showing that you're supporting the company, that you were telling them, like, I like this game, it's a game I'm willing to put money into, and keep doing good stuff, keep doing what you're doing. And the company, if you guys may not think this, but the company, even if you put in $1, appreciates everything that you guys do for buying things in the game. They really appreciate it because it's like any cent that they can get shows that you care. It kind of to them shows you care. So, and honestly, that doesn't mean that if you don't buy Dragon Stones, you don't care. It's not what I'm saying at all. Even if you don't, that's totally fine. Just playing the game shows that you care. It's like, just playing the game shows that, you like what they do, and you like what they do. Simple as that. So, now for the part of them considering the loot boxes as gambling or a form of gambling, I do not completely disagree with that. The reason being because Dokkan Battle, if you guys have been playing it for a long time, you guys will know Dokkan Battle is a game of luck. It's a game of luck. If you do summon, single summon, multi-summon, a billion multi-summons, it doesn't matter what you do. You do summon, you go in hoping for something good, even if you either get something good or bad, depending on what your luck goes, and then that's it. You're out. Now, this is different from straight out gambling, because straight out gambling, like at a casino or something, basically you walk in, let's say, with $20,000, you try to get more, but then you can walk out dead broke, empty-handed. That's how casinos work. Dokkan Battle doesn't work this way. In a Dokkan Battle, when you do a summon, doesn't matter what banner it's on, whatever, when you do a summon, when you do it, even if you don't get something good, like even if you get, let's say, the worst character you can possibly get, you're still walking out with something. You're still walking out with something in the end. You're not walking out empty-handed. Now, obviously, it may feel like you're walking empty-handed because, like, let's say you get an R Shen or R Piccolo, you're like, oh man, that's not what I wanted. You're like, I wanted that, that SSR Super Saiyan 3 Bardock or that Ultra Instinct Goku, whatever you're looking for. And it's like, you feel like you're walking empty-handed, but if you really look into the semantics and the technicalities of it, you're not actually walking out empty-handed. So that's why I sort of a little bit disagree with the fact that they consider this as a form of gambling. Now, could this be like a gateway to gambling by constantly buying stones? I guess maybe it can. I don't know. Maybe it can if you're not responsible with your money. But yeah, because I know a lot of people, not really unknowingly, but they, I guess, subconsciously spend a lot of money on the game. Like, I know a lot of people, they just buy stones just for buying them. Like, let's say there's let's say for example in Dokkan Battle right now, the AGO Goku banner, you have every unit that you want, you have every unit from the banner, so you really don't need to summon anymore. But then there's still some people that will probably be buying stones after stones after stones, and they'll be paying like $200-300 in one day just buying stones. Yeah, that is very irresponsible, to be honest. Like, that's what you do though. It's your choice, you do what you want to do. But I guess they see this as like a source of irresponsibility, and they don't want you kind of spending money like that. So that is the thing, but I do see why, if they think with that mindset, then I do see why they consider it a form of gambling, or like I said, a gateway to gambling. But honestly, this is still really going to impact the gameplay, because you being free to play is going to be a big hindrance. Now, on my account, I've actually only bought stones one time. That was it, one time. And I think I only bought like 100 stones, so it wasn't really a lot. And they were a discount, so it wasn't a lot. So it was probably maybe $14-15 total. So not a big deal at all. But yeah, after that, before and after that, I have not bought any Dragon Stones or Summon tickets at all. Never bought any after that. So yeah, so I'm not technically free to play because I have bought stones, but after that, I have acted like a free to play player, and it's been kind of hard, getting good units. It's kind of hard, but I've been able to do it. So you definitely can do it. It's just buying stones. It just happens like that. But unfortunately, the gaming commission is telling them, like, just put their foot down and said no, this is not acceptable at all. Because if you guys don't know, actually, in Belgium, I believe, I don't know if this is fully correct now, but from what I remember from before when I was taught this, Belgium, I believe, has laws against gambling. I think it's, I don't know if it's entirely illegal, but I know gambling is something you can easily get in jail for if you do it. So, now I don't know if it's entirely legal, like, if there's like some predicamental situations where it's allowed, but, I don't really know about the whole things of that, but yeah, from what I know is that it is, I believe it's considered illegal in Belgium. And another thing I heard too was that when they were making this, when they were getting Bandai to make this change, they actually threatened to not only sue them, but I believe to put them in jail if they didn't comply with this reasoning. So I don't know if this is true, but I've heard this like thing floating around the internet, like on Reddit and stuff. I've seen a lot of people saying that they had threatened them to such a level, so that's why Dokkan Battle had to comply. So basically they either shut down the game in Belgium, or they keep it going but can't buy anything anymore. So yeah, unfortunately it was sink or swim sort of situation. It was kind of like that. So honestly, didn't have much choice at that point. But yeah, so honestly, I know I'm rambling and ranting at this point, but the main thing is I don't agree with this, to be honest. I really don't agree with this because, like I said before, buying stones, that's your thing. If you want to buy stones, you buy stones. That's your choice. I don't know why the Gaming Commission would care about this, really, unless for the fact, like I said, of course, all that whole gateway stuff. But other than that, you really take that away. There really is no reason for them to care about this because it just doesn't make sense. Like, that's their choice. That's their choice. If they end up doing gambling, that's their fault. That's their fault. That's not Bandai's fault, because Bandai isn't telling them to buy Dragon Stones, isn't really encouraging them either, even though I guess some people consider like discounts being encouragement, but no, they're not. It's their choice. They do what they do. Shouldn't let it. I don't know why they're really starting to care about this so much now instead of before. So yeah, so that's going to be it for the video, guys. If you did like this video, be sure to blast that like button and subscribe if you're not already subscribed for awesome videos. And before I end this video, I want to just say this to all Belgian players that may be watching this, or may or may not be, doesn't matter. I am sorry that you have to go through this. I'm sorry this has happened to you guys. I really am, and I really hope that the Gaming Commission lifts this restraint so that you guys can continue to buy Dragon Stones. So, this has been Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, signing out.